Okay, good evening. Okay, good evening, everyone. Please kindly confirm if you can hear me.
Good evening,
Okay.
Baraka.
Good evening. We can hear you.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. We
Good
can hear
evening. I
you.
can hear you from
Good
here.
evening. I can hear you.
Thank you very much for the confirmation. Good evening, everyone. It's a privilege. Okay, somebody's still saying I can't hear you. Who's that? Abubakar Suleiman, can you hear us now?
Your audio is
I can hear you
good.
clearly. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right. Good evening, everyone. We welcome you all to this great occasion of the Facility Management Mastercraft orientation session. Please, please, if you are not asked to speak, kindly mute your mic. Okay, Olusojo and Bonitilo Bukola, please kindly stay muted. If you are asked to speak. Please mute your mic. Please, let's all stay muted until we are given permission to speak. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I think we can go ahead now. All right. Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to this Facility Management Mastercraft Diploma Course Orientation session. My name is Barakat Suleiman. I'll be guiding us through this open session this evening. Again, I need to congratulate each and every one of you who have enrolled for this program. I need to assure you that you're in safe hands. For those who are looking to transit into facilities management, for those who are trying to enhance their career in facilities management, rest assured that they're in the right place. Okay, so particularly this orientation session is to actually give us more insight about what the program entails. You also have the opportunity to meet with the faculty members who will be taking us through this 3-month rigorous training in facilities management. And it is also important that we let you know the details. Sorry, please, just a minute. Okay. Okay, so this evening, you also have the opportunity to meet with our faculty members, members of the faculty who will be taking us through the entire 3-month program. We'll also give room for questions and answers, should in case you have any further inquiries you need to ask regarding the program. We'll be much available to attend to it this evening. You also get to know how to navigate through the learning management system portal, which will also give you access to all the resources you'll be needing during the entire program. So we really need you to engage by asking questions. If you have any feedbacks you also want to share, please feel free to bring them out this evening. So very first on the agenda here, okay, I think we'll have the MD's welcome address before we commence proper with the program. So I would like to have the MD of Max-Migold in person of Paul Erubami to give us his welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. So I would like to, before I start, go back to the program again, the agenda. I would like to make a little bit of a switch. As soon as I'm done with my address, as soon as I'm done with my welcome, I would like us to go through the LMS portal before we have the faculty members introduction. For all those in the meeting, introduction of all those in the meeting, we would like to do it by chats. What we'll need to do is, you can even start now, just put your name, where you work, where you're located, 3 things, and then add whether you're a student or a faculty member. Faculty members can also do that, even though they will still be talking to introduce themselves physically. So those are the 4 things. Just put your name, where you work, where you're located, and that you're a student in the class. If you are not a student in the class, or just use that 4th item to say you are you're a guest, okay? So either student or guest or alumni. Those are the three status you could add to it. We can all start doing that. So let me kick it off by putting mine. My name is Paul Erubami of Max-Migold Limited in Lagos. Faculty member, right? Yeah, so that's my introduction. So if you come in, just put your name, your company, where you're located, and your status, whether you're a faculty, student, guest, or alumni. So Barakat, is this adjustment okay? Introduction of students will happen on the chat. Everybody's introduction will happen on the chat. MD's welcome address, and then we'll have the LMS demonstration, then the faculty introduction. Okay, then questions and answers. I would like us to be done with all of the activities before questions and answers in the first 1 hour, so that we can give you enough room for questions and answers. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, that's fine, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so now that we are done with that formality and the introductions are ongoing, I would like to introduce myself as I go on with my welcome. My name is Paul Erubami. I'm the MD of Max-Migold Limited and the head of faculty of the FM Master. I want to especially thank you for taking the time to be with us this evening, students, guests, faculty, alumni, for being here. I want to particularly thank our staff of Max-Migold, the alumni, for the kind of outreach that has, led to the showing of interest and the numbers we are seeing in this session today. And I want to also thank all of you who have come in groups. You didn't come alone. You came with a friend. You came with someone, to join the program together. I want to thank you so much for, even before tasting it, you've already started making the efforts to show the love to others. In my welcome this afternoon, I just want to give you a few assurances. First assurance is, whatever you came to the FM Mastercraft diploma program to achieve, you will definitely achieve. We have 97 to 98% success rates in 1, job placements, 2, career advancements and growth in terms of promotions and new jobs, and contracts for those who came in for entrepreneurship within 6 months of completing the entire program. So that success rate is really, really, really outstanding. So I want to assure you that that whole process that leads to these kind of success, they are not only well documented with processes and procedures we follow, but they are also being repeated and improved upon. Okay, so when you see our learning management system and the system we use to catalog your training and take all the assessment like you will learn today, you see that the system has been put in place. So those of you who have already enrolled into the program and you have received your onboarding packs, you see, we have the, the agreements, we have the training center, rules or, policies. You'll see all of those, documentation. That's because this program is not a casual program. It's not just a training program. It's a credential program. You get awarded a certification in facility management that comes with a designation for life. Now, that is just the program. When you are done with the program, we work with you, we hold your hands through your career, finding jobs, getting better jobs, partnerships for business opportunities, and everything you want to work on an ongoing basis. We encourage you to start from somewhere. You don't come into a new career if you are new and you want to start from the top. Once you start from where you are, the step-by-step progress, in 5 years' time, you will be shocked at how much difference your own career, your own business has improved or gained over those who were not here. And you will be the one again telling others about the kind of progress you are making. So that assurance I want to give you, not just during the program, the quality is assured, our faculty are top class, the processes we have in place to ensure you get the top-notch quality of training is all in place, and we are only making them better. After the program, it's a whole world of advancement and career growth. Those are the assurances I want to give you. And, it doesn't mean that there will be no flaws. Of course, you will meet, one or two complaints here and there, but we're very quick and in responding, in dealing with issues. We don't allow anything to linger. We don't allow you to go away with a bad taste. The investments you made in joining this program is something that you are going to celebrate within just 1 week of participating in the program. And so with that, I want to appeal to all those who have joined with the 6 months plan, the 3 months plan, the 2 times installment payment, to please do not default. Because when the phone is on, that's not when you want to be stopped from the program, because that's exactly what's going to happen in 2 weeks, 3 weeks time. In 2 weeks time or 3 weeks time, anybody that's still owing, that's promised to make a commitment, has not made those commitments, will be removed from the class, and we don't want that to happen to you. But we want to make sure that you have a delightsome experience, that you will make sure you meet that obligation and you'll not be dropped off from the class. And then for all of those who are on the installment payment plan or still considering to come into the program, I want to make a special announcement to you this afternoon. Between now and Friday, if you are ready to make your full payment, maybe you've made part before, you want to make up the full payment, please send me a message and say, I want to make my full payment, I want a discount. I will shock you with what I still have to offer you. So just send me that message to 080-220-20122 to say, I want to pay up for the program. What discount do you have for me? Ask that question and see what I will respond to you. Okay, so that's by way of welcome. I want to have a good time in this session. If you still have friends who are not yet here, tell them this session is free. Just take the link, broadcast it to the groups, tell everybody, just join. This session is free. Let them all come in and enjoy this session. You can still do it now. It's not too late. Thank you so much. All right, over to you, Barakat.
All right, thank you very much for that inspiring welcome address. We appreciate your leadership and vision. So next, I will just proceed with the learning management system demonstration. Is my screen still up? Can you see my screen?
No, your screen is not visible.
Not yet.
Oh, you can't see my screen?
Not yet.
Yes.
Okay.
While Baraka's presentation is coming up, can we please continue the introductions? We are about 60 or so, 65. I think just about 20 have done introductions. Can we please keep them coming? Thank you so much. Thank you. I've seen introductions from a couple of our faculty members.
Okay, is my screen up now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, okay, I'll be taking us through the step-by-step guide on how to access the resources on the Learning Management System portal. For clarity, the Learning Management System portal gives us access to all the resources we'll be needing throughout this program. As part of the onboarding, we had sent out the step-by-step guide on how to create your account. And I believe by now that for those who have created their account, they already have access to the learning management system. Also in the emails that we have been sending out, you realize that the URL link to the learning management system portal has been included in the email. So please do well to always favorite this on your tab so that you can always access it easily for subsequent logins. Okay, so the URL for the LMS is portal.facilitymanagementcourses.com.ng. You always have access to it in your emails and as well in the class platform. So once you click, once you click the link to the URL to the Learning Management System portal, it brings you to this interface, which is the home page for the Learning Management System. This platform has access to over 1,000 courses, but for those who are enrolled in the Facility Management Mastercraft Diploma, you are specifically going to be taking the FMD course, okay? So once you are on this portal, all you need to do is identify by scrolling down on this page to find the Facility Management Mastercraft Diploma course. You know, I mentioned earlier that this portal has thousands of courses. So this is what we are going to be dealing with in the course of the 6 to 9 month diploma program. Okay, so once you click here, okay, already I'm signed in, but I'm going to log out so that I can show you how to sign in or create your account if you have not. Okay, so I've signed in, I've signed out.
And let me just make a quick point at this note at this point. Everyone can create an account, whether you are a student or not. It is free to create an account. Max-Migold Learning Management System. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so once you click the Facility Management Mastercraft Diploma course, it gives you this option. So all you need to do is just click continue. So continue means I need to put in my login credentials if I already created one. Or if I have not created one, all you need to do is come here to click create new account. So you'll be required to choose your username. Your username needs to be in lowercase, at least 8 characters. So you should be able to point that and document for subsequent logins. Also your password as well as your email address. So you can always fill in all these details and create my new account. Once you are done creating your new account, the next requirement is that you send in your username or your email address to training@maxmigold.com. All of these have been highlighted already as part of the onboarding for you. Majority of the class have completed this stage, but for those who are yet to do it, please, it is very important that you complete this step as soon as possible, because this is the only way you will be, engaging with the class activities. Okay, so I go back because I've already created an account. So I'm just going to click cancel.
So a quick point again, a quick note on that. So if you create your account and you send your username to the training department, it's just for them to add you to the FM Mastercraft Diploma, right? It doesn't stop you from taking any other course online. Becca, can you please show the outline of courses we have in facilitymanagementcourses.com so that we can quickly brush through what other options they can buy online and study before you go into the FMMC.
Okay, sir. Okay, so once you click continue, I input my login credential. It is also very important that you input your credentials just the way you have created it in the first stage, because these entries here are very case sensitive. If you have used the lowercase for your name, ensure that you are logging in using the lowercase, because this is actually very case sensitive. So I've input my details correctly, and I just click on the login tab to proceed. Okay, so this is the interface that gives you access to all the course materials, gives you opportunity to give feedbacks on each of the class sessions. And also you need to know that there will be assignments at the end of each course module. So be ready to always come through this platform to submit your assessment after the end of each class session. So we have over 32 course modules outlined in this portal for you. And under each of these modules, you have access to download the lecture notes. You'll be able to submit assessments given at the end of the session. You'll also be able to give feedback on how your experience was in class. You can always reference back to video recordings of any class you might have missed, should in case there's any. So for the very first course we'll be taking in this program, which is the FM Foundation, once you are able to identify the course you want to download or you want to engage with, excuse me. Okay, so you click on the lecture notes for FM Foundation. So once you click, automatically this is what you get on your screen. It's still coming up. I think my network is a bit, okay. So this is the slide for FM Foundation course module. And if you need to download or save in your own offline document folder, all you need to do is just use this save icon here to save on your folder or offline, because the LMS portal would only be accessible if you are connected to internet. So, but should in case you want to have for offline references, you can always download the copy for your subsequent use. So once you save, just click here to save. So you save it in your folder and then you have it. And also I need to let you know that for each of the 32 course modules we'll be undergoing, assessment have been highlighted for each. So I need to also let you know this ahead, because this is a formal training, and as such, you'll be engaging as though you are in real classroom setting. So usually the assessments are outlined at the last page of your course materials. Again, I repeat, the assessments are already outlined at the last page of your course material. Okay, so I'm going to just scroll down. Okay, this is the last page of this course material, and this is where the assessment have been highlighted. So all you need to do is just copy out 10 questions. There are usually 10 questions for all these assessments. So all you need to do is just copy out this assessment and then paste in a Word document, blank file, so that you can attempt it in that order that has been highlighted there. So once you copy it out and you attempt it in the order it has been listed there in a Word document or any blank document that you use for your typing, you need to then save it as your name and the course title. So if, for instance, my name is Ada Obi, I'll save this as Ada Obi FM Foundation Assessment. Once I save it, I convert it to PDF so that my presentation comes out, more clearly. You then come back to the FM Foundation Assessment to upload your submission. All you need to do is just click at submission. Okay, still loading. So you just add your file, you choose your file, whatever file you have, you choose it. Then once you choose, then you upload this file. Once you upload your file, then you're good to go. You save changes. You're just good to go about that. That's about the assessment. And for the lecture feedback, it is also very important that you give us feedback after each class sessions so that we can improve. Should in case there are areas for improvement, I would appreciate that you give us feedback so that we can work on that as well. And also I mentioned earlier that should in case you missed any of the class sessions or due to one reason or the other, the lecture are always available for you to go back on. So here are the video recordings that you can always go back to, and you can be able to catch up with whatever you have missed. So this is his other for you to access the lecture notes, submit your assessments, give feedback, and also, reference to the video recordings there. And also need to let you know that assessment are part of the activities you'll be doing in this program. And as such, we always like to prepare students' mind ahead of time so that you prepare accordingly, yes, so that somebody doesn't say, well, I'm not aware, I don't know about it, but I think it's just very important that we let you know at the beginning so that you can prepare accordingly. So I think that basically captures everything about the LMS. So it's the same process for each of the module. Ensure that you save your file name as your name and the course title. It's very important that you do this when submitting your assessments. Your feedback as well after each class sessions, they go a long way in helping us to improve, and would appreciate that you give us feedback after each session. I don't know if there are any questions.
Before the questions, I think you make the feedback sound like optional. The feedback is not optional, please. It's a compulsory requirement that every class you put in a feedback. That's the tool for improvement for us. If we don't hear your feedback, we won't know what your experience has been regarding the particular course. So for every course you take, please complete the feedback. It's something that will not check that course as completed for you unless you have actually submitted it. Okay. All right, questions now.
All right, thank you, sir.
Please, if you have a question, just raise your hand. You'll be recognized to ask your question. We'll do this for about 15 minutes before we go into the faculty introductions.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Effiong. Yes, go ahead.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, welcome.
Great. My question is concerning the assessment. I want to know, will it be submitted immediately in the classes? Will some of us are having a physical class? Are we supposed to come in with a system and to submit the assessment immediately? Or could it be submitted later on? That's my question.
Okay. All right, thank you, Mr. Effiong. For assessment, assessment are actually due on or before the next class. So if, for instance, you're in the physical class, your assessments are due for submission before the next class next Saturday. So, but for those in the virtual class, if an assessment has been given for Wednesday, it means the assessment is due for submission before Friday, before the Friday class, or not before the Friday class. So in that order, that way you will not be able to have backlogs of assessments. You'll be able to maintain that pace of each assessment submission. I hope that's clear, Mr. Effiong. Did you get that, Mr. Effiong?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, any other question?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Good evening, Ma. Go ahead.
Please, I want to find out, must we convert to PDF before we can submit?
Okay, yes. Yes, I think it's very important that you convert to PDF when you submit, because when you convert to PDF, your presentation clarity is actually, better when it's in Word, because sometimes when you submit a Word document, the styling or the other arrangement might have just gone another way, not properly arranged. But once it's in PDF, all the fonts are intact, the arrangements are in alignment, and there will be no need for any back and forth on that. Most times PDF is the acceptable format for the assessment.
Okay, while the questions are still coming on, if you have a question and you want to type it in the chat, you can do that. Somebody just asked about the phone number to send the request for discounts when you are ready to pay full. Please send it only by WhatsApp chat. Put your name and your intention and your request, okay? I've just dropped it at 080-220-20122. It's only going to be open for this week. So between today and Friday, anybody that sends a request that he wants to pay full, I will give you the discount, and it will be valid for that day only, because it will not apply the next day. If you ask tomorrow, when you do not intend to pay tomorrow, don't ask. There's another hand up, Victor.
Yes, sir. Good evening. And good evening.
Good evening.
My question is about the duration of the program. Earlier the MD said that the program will be for 3 months. But if I could get it clear, what Bakari said, it might last up to 69 months. So I just want to have a clarification on this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. That's a very good clarification. Let me just put a little bit of a program outline. For 3 months, we'll be having classes. So lectures for the virtual classes and the physical classes, virtual Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Physical class on Saturday only 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. All those who paid for physical class can attend all virtual classes. All those who paid for virtual classes cannot attend physical classes. After 3 months of classes and assessment, there is an exam. Once that exam is completed, the project starts. There are 6 projects. There's a project for asset register. There's a project for maintenance planning. There's a project for budgeting. There's a project for risk management, what we call the emergency preparedness and business continuity project. We have a project for health and safety. And then we have, have I mentioned, then we have the facility condition assessment project. So there are 6 projects. Now, you are allowed to do those projects minimum 1 month, maximum 6 months. So if you are able to finish your exam and finish all your 6 projects in 1 month, your program would take only 4 months for you. But if the projects, you take them one at a time, one a month, and you take them through 6 months, the program will be 9 months for you. So what we announce as 3 months is the classroom to exam period, after which the project starts. And you can be done in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, or 6 months maximum. Does that clarify?
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I have a question, sir.
Please do.
Concerning the course outline that was given to us a few minutes ago, is it possible for one to get the hard copy, as in, let me use the word handouts or books, material, with respect to the course outline?
You are free to print if you want. We don't print.
Okay. Okay. No problem, sir. Thank you very much.
Right. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Right, you can move on to the next agenda item. More questions will come later.
Okay, sir.
Please, the introductions, continue with the introductions. We're already 73 here, and introductions are still less than 30. Can we please continue with the introductions? If you are here, kindly just do that introduction. We expect you to just put your name, your first name, surname, where you work, where you are based, and your status on the program. Students, alumni, faculty, or guests. Okay. Can we please do that now? The rate of introductions have slowed down. That's why I'm making this prompt. Can we all please do that now?
Sorry, how do we type the introduction?
On the
I'm
chat.
new to Zoom.
On the chat in Zoom.
Chat.
So just see the chat function. Click on the chat. And
Thank you.
Exactly. So just put your name, where you work, where you are based, the city where you are based, and then your status, students of the class, faculty, alumni, or guests. Some of us are writing Lagos. I like when you say I'm based in Ikate. Ikate is a city on its own. Lagos is like 300 cities. If you say I'm in Benin City, that one is straightforward. But if you say you're in Lagos, it doesn't tell us where you are, because Lagos is too big for you to just put Lagos. Thank you. All right.
Okay, I see Mr. Rilwan Abdullah's hand is up.
Okay.
Rilwan Abdullah, yes. Please go ahead with your question.
All right, thank you very much. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Mrs. Barakat. So my question is about the exams. What's the what's the modalities with respect to the exams? I'm asking for someone like me who's a virtual student. So would it be a physical or a virtual exam? That's my question. Thank you.
Thank you. Barakat, go ahead.
Okay. So for the exam can be done remotely from anywhere in the world. Even if you're outside Lagos, you can always take the exam. Or even outside Nigeria, you can always take the exam. All you need to do is still have access to this learning management portal. Because I mentioned earlier that all that you'll be needing throughout this program would be watching from the learning management system. So the exam as well will be conducted via the learning management system portal. On the day of the exam, access will be granted to all eligible students to take the exam, and you can take it from anywhere in the world without you having to be physically present in the training center. I hope that's clear, Mr. Everyone.
Yes. Yeah, no, thank you very much.
And I just need to add that the exam would test that you studied the material, that you did more research, that you did your assessment and assignments. Some people take it for granted and feel that the exam is going to be a walk in the park, and then they have to retake it. Every time you fail the exam, you pay 5,000 naira to retake it. In fact, in 2025, the retake will not be 5,000, it's going to be 10,000. So take the exam very seriously, because if you fail it, it's not going to be free retake. Okay. The exam has been made simple because instead of, we have 300 questions in the exam, but the questions have been grouped into 3 bundles. So instead of you to sit down for 200 minutes at once, like the exam used to be, we now have 3 bundles of 90 minutes, which means the exam has given you more time. From 200 minutes for 300 questions, it's now 270 minutes, and it's not even happening at once. You take 90 minutes to take 1 bundle of 100 questions, and then you have 48 hours to pick up each of those 3 bundles of the exam. So it's just a small, like a small quiz at a time that you'll be doing in the during the exam in a 48-hour window that will be opened. Michael.
Hello, sir.
I see Michael's hand up. I'll come to you, Chinyere.
Can you hear me, please?
Michael, go on.
Okay. My name is Mike. Good evening, everyone. My question is in respect of the project you mentioned. You give a timeline of minimum of 1 month and maximum of 6 months. Are the projects student-driven or is actually driven by Max-Migold? And why I ask this is because if one wants to finish...
Can you speak into your mic so the audio can be better? The audio is clear, but it's faint.
Is it better?
Much better.
And now?
Yes, much better.
Okay, fine. I said, I'm asking in respect of the project. You mentioned there are 6 projects.
Yes.
And you said the timeline is a minimum of 1 month and maximum of 6 months.
Yes.
My question is, are the projects student-driven or driven by your firm? If it's students-driven or by the firm, is there a window or how do I put it? If one wants to do theirs within 1 month, how possible is that?
Okay.
How can it be achieved? Please.
Okay. The projects are actually real-life projects. You have to have a real building, a real site to do those 6 projects I mentioned before. Okay. So it's either going to be in your organization or you find a place where you will do it, but you need to report, this is the building I'm basing my project on. Okay. And if it's possible, make that same building the same building for all the 6 projects, so that it will be easy for validation and scoring. Max-Migold has a project docket, a template with information on how to go about the project. So you will have an instruction on how to go about the project, and then you will have a template to populate the data, and then you'll be given in that instruction the formats to create your presentation. So you will populate the templates that you'll be given, and then you'll create a presentation following the instruction that has been given. So the project would deliver real life tools for managing facility. For example, your maintenance program will be a tool for actually maintaining a property that is not fictitious, a property that has a real address that exists. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
All right. And why some people are able to do it in 1 month is, probably took out time, you went on leave and spent time just getting it done, one, and then two, you probably have data already. So people already have, data they can use to compile the information, while others will have to do site surveys, measurements, go through drawings or even produce drawings to be able to get theirs right. So the volume of work will be different. And if you have your project in a large complex, a retail mall, a large hotel, for example, you can form groups of 2 or 3 from within your class. That's one of the things that networking will do for you. You can form groups of 2 or 3, but make sure that the people that are part of your group are willing to pitch in and do the work, because it is the same grade everybody in the group will get for a project. We often don't approve group work for small sites. So a 2-3 story commercial building will be 1 person. An estate will be 1 person, because an estate, you're basically using the common area facilities, which are the borehole, the water plants, the swimming pool, and the rest. So it's really, even if it's a large estate and they have just 1 or 2 items of each of those, your project will still be 1 person. But if you are doing it for a high rise, 10 floors, 7 floors and above, if you are doing it for a large school where you have to catalog assets in every classroom, if you are doing it for an office complex, and for a hospital, for an airport, and the project is going to be large because you're going to have thousands of line items or hundreds of line items, you probably will be able to put together a group who will approve the names of those for the group and lock it in before you start work.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I see Peter's hand is okay. Chinyere, you didn't raise your hand again, but you can speak now. You tried to speak before. Then I'll come to Peter.
Good evening, Mr. Paul. Good evening,
hold
everyone.
on, Peter. Hold on, Peter.
Okay.
I just recognized Chinyere to speak. Okay, Chinyere. Chinyere, is your question answered? All right, go on, Mr. Peter.
All right. Good evening, Mr. Paul. Good evening, Ms. Barakad and everyone.
Welcome.
All right. So, my name is Nina Peter. My question is still a follow-up on my colleague question earlier, that is Mr. Michael. Okay, because like me, my first question is like, the timeline for each lecture for some of us that are on virtual. Like today now is by 5 p.m. 5 p.m. till when, so I can plan.
5 to 7 is 5 to 7 every
5
Monday,
to 7.
Wednesday, Friday. Yeah.
Okay, Monday and Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, that is fine. Then on the issue of project, like me, actually my company runs a maintenance for telecoms and oil and gas.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's not a real estate where there is a buildings and all that. So if I'm going to do my own project, what do you advise I do?
Use your office.
Okay, I should use my office.
Yes, please.
Okay, that is fine. That is fine.
Right.
All right, thanks. Yeah.
You're welcome. All right, Baraka, let's move on.
Okay, all right.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Chinwe, you're back. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. My network is really crazy. That's another challenge I'm having. Please,
Yeah.
there's a few questions I wanted to ask, but I'm going off and on with my network.
It's clear now. Go ahead.
With regards to the submission, I asked the first question if we are supposed to PDF our assessments. That's the first question I asked.
Yeah.
Secondly, also for the learning management portal,
Yeah.
is it the meeting ID and the username we created? That's what we'll be using to access it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So
Thank
you
you.
have answers to your two questions now. Saving as PDF maintains the format of your work so that it doesn't scatter when we open it in Word or any other format, okay? All right, thank you. Marcus, go ahead.
Okay. Next on the agenda, I think we'll have to go ahead with the introduction of faculty members. Again, I need to assure you that throughout this program, you have opportunity to relate with like-minded people. Our faculty members are industry experts with vast experience in facilities management, project management, constructions, and the likes. And they'll be taking you through this program, both the theoretical aspect as well as the practical aspects, while in classroom and outside the classroom. They'll be available to provide even mentorship after each class sessions for you, should in case you need it. So at this point, I'll call on each of the faculty members to give us a brief introduction about themselves and, a brief remark as well before we move on to the next thing on the agenda. So very first on my list, let me call on Architect Osi Egbiaye. Is Architect Osi Egbiaye here? Please, over to you, sir.
Okay, good evening all. My name is Osi Egbiaye here. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, and I'm an architect by training, and also been in the beauty industry for quite a while now. And I'll be taking some courses in the FM Mastercraft. The 23rd session of this FM Mastercraft, I'll be taking space space management and move management. I'll be looking at space planning and move management, building fabric, and then also looking at facility project management. Sorry, those are the three courses I'll be taking, and it promises to be a very, very elaborate session where you will learn a lot. And I trust that as you connect and be part of this class, that you will enjoy yourself and you will learn so much and you will have so much knowledge impacted into you through this section that we're going to have. It promises to be a small time. This FM Mastercraft have been running for several years now, and the testimonies about of what the students have received in terms of knowledge base, and it has made Max-Migold FM Mastercraft a household name in the facility industry in Nigeria. And I want to say congratulations for being part of this diet. Welcome. Trust that you have a good time. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Architect Osi, for that welcome address. Okay, next I want to call on Mr. Obiora Anyanwu to give us his introduction briefly.
Okay, good evening all.
Good evening, sir.
Sorry for my lack of video. That is because one, I'm relocating my branch office, and presently I'm sharing office due to space allocation constraints. I'm Mr. Obiora Anyanwu, or better known as the Oracle. I want to welcome all of you here. those of you who are relating with us at Max-Migold for the first time. As our boss of bosses, Mr. Paul, have said, and of course, Mr. OC, by the time we all finish together here, we'll become such a formidable team to make a difference in the facilities space in Nigeria, and then, of course, as Mr. Paul said, even in the world. I welcome you all. I will be taking you on procurement and contract execution and facility management. This aspect is an aspect that deals more with, I know a lot of facility managers and others do not like writing, they prefer playing with their tools than paper and biro, but these are aspects that tells you that you must play with, learn and like to put down pen to paper. In it, we'll be making you understand the difference between procurement and purchases, and why or when a business organization gets to the level of establishing procurement processes, because procurement processes are processes that it's not every level that it comes to, but there are level of business when it's inevitable, and once it starts either consciously or unconsciously, and you find out that you get to do it. Now, one thing you cannot divorce from procurement processes once you get to that level is the legal aspect of it, because it comes in naturally, and that's the contract execution. For example, I have just told you people are moving my branch office. A non-facilitated person that comes will see people packaging, people lifting and dropping, people transporting, and people setting up. But a facilities person will know that for you to do any of these things, there must have been itemization of everything, every step, logistics and all that. In fact, that is in this same course, this same session, you are going to learn outsourcing and insourcing. Even if you use insourcing your own people to do those movements, there are documentations that follow it. Are you using the outsourcing? You're calling professional movers for it. You get to learn it under this session, and why you actually have, if due to the nature of your business and all that, if outsourcing would be better than insourcing. So procurement is a process that naturally attracts to itself a lot of bookwork. And a facilities manager has to learn and be patient. And everything you put down commits you. And that's the legal aspect, the contract execution aspect. Whether you intentionally or unintentionally put down whatever you put down, that aspect of it ties you into it. So this is an aspect of the program that makes you come to understand and appreciate the importance of documentation in facility management. Yes, you are not seeing me now and all that, but I know that by the time we start this course, in which we will do both the virtual and the in-person lectures, we'll be able to meet each other one-on-one and interact. And I welcome you all on board. I do not know a better place for you to be for facilities management lectures than Max-Migold. God bless you as you come on board.
Thank you very much, Mr. Obioranya, for that address. Thank you so much, sir. Next on my list, I'll be calling on. Okay, is my audio still? Can you hear me, please?
Yes, is good, yeah.
Okay, next I'll call on Engineer Akinola Emmanuel for his brief introduction. Over to you, Engineer Emmanuel Akinola.
Barakas, can you confirm if you can hear me?
Yes, your audio is good, sir.
Okay. And my video as well?
Yes, your video is fine as well, sir.
Okay. My name is Engineer Akinola Emmanuel. By and large, I've been with Max-Migold for a couple of years. And for this FFMC Mastercraft program, I will be taking us on asset management, facility condition assessment, and water treatment plant with single treatment plant in facility management. And let me just try and say this. You have taken the concept and you have chosen the right
Hello, sir. Since your audio is clear, I don't know. Can't hear you, sir.
Can you hear me?
No, not clear, sir. I think you might have to just put off your video and let's see if the audio quality will be better.
Okay, let me do that. So what now?
Okay, it's better now, sir.
Okay, so the point I'm making is that choosing Max-Migold is the best option you can ever make. And we actually advertise, but I can assure you that 70% to 80% of students that we have that have come through Mass-Migold are students that come as a result of testimony from past students that have gone through our class. You will have access to experts, not just only people who studied, but people who have their practical hands on all practical aspects. So this is the right place and this is the right choice you have taken so far. So by the time we meet in class, we have a lot of things to unfold to each other in terms of facility condition assessment, in terms of asset management, and in terms of water treatment plan. Because most of the time, we facility managers see water as a minor something within a facility, but I can boldly let you realize that you cannot run a successful facility without water. It's just like if the way blood is in the body, that's the way water is in the facility management. Once you are running out of water, your complete facility is in a mess. So let's meet in class so that we can unfold a lot of these things to each other. Thank you very much. Once again, my name is Engineer Akiola Emmanuel Olanino. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Engineer Emmanuel, for that welcome note. Okay, next on my list, I'll call on Mr. Abel Yoriobe, yes, for his brief introduction. Mr. Abel, over to you, sir.
All right. All right. Good evening, Baraka. Good evening, Mr. Paul.
Good evening. Welcome.
All right. My name is Abel Iyarewe. I'll be taking you on the. Can you hear me? It seems.
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Can hear you, sir.
I want to welcome everyone to this great institution that has come to stay within all of Nigeria and beyond. So, you're in the right place. In this your journey for this session, I'll be taking on electrical and power system maintenance, where you get to know why you should pay attention to all your electrical equipment and how to minimize costs when you pay detailed attention to your appliance or the way you use your electrical equipment in your building. So I have little to say here, but when you come to the class, you'll be exposed to real life experience in terms of power and electrical management in your building. So then you will know that coming to Max-Migold is the right place for you to be. There are testimony all around, and I believe your experience will not be different. So we are going to also share bigger testimony to your colleague, to your friends, so that they can come to Max-Migold to acquire this experience. Thank you. See you in class.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abel. Okay, next on my list, I would like to call on Engineer Kola Kobolade for his brief introduction. Okay, Engineer Kola, are you there, sir? Okay, Engineer Kola is not ready. Let me quickly call on Engineer Ejiro Odibo for his brief introduction. Engineer Ejiro Odibo, over to you, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, and the video is okay too, right?
Yes, the video is fine. Yes, it's fine.
Yes, good evening, class. I'm Engineer Ejiro Odibo. I am a facility manager, senior facility manager. And I've looked around and I've also seen different facility training. Max-Migold said to be different from all of them because it takes you through the class, then takes you through the practicals. So I will be taking you maintenance, Then we'll also be talking about air conditioning system, how you need to maintain, how you do little bit load, then how to troubleshoot some little basic things that AC can pose within a building. Why this is important is because your asset value increases when the comfort is acceptable by your client. Any building you enter without a suitable comfort, the value of that property goes down. You know, like in my class, I will always tell people the difference between the local market we have and ShopRite is the packaging. It's the same price, the same thing, but they pay more at this ShopRite compared to your local market is because the way they package. And what aids that is air conditioning system. So when the system needs to serve you, you need to put a plan in place to ensure it continues to serve you through maintenance, doing your PPM, and ensuring that the environment is conducive for visitors, your staff, and any other person to come. So we are going to be in class to discuss this. They will also do the practical part of this. So congratulations for those that will be joining us. And I will tell you, use this avenue to call your friends and other people to be part of it. Because in time to come, Nigeria will be greater because of the people coming through this institute. So thank you very much, God bless.
All right, thank you so much, Engineer Ejiro Odibo. Quickly, we run. Okay, let's have Engineer Kolapo for his introduction. Yes, Engineer Kolapo, over to you, sir.
Thanks, Baraka. Hi, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Max-Migold once again. And if you're actually joining us for the very first time, I will say welcome to Max-Migold. My name is
seems Engineer Kolapo is having a bit of network issue. We'll wait for him to log in back to continue his introduction. Okay, next, let's have Mrs. Elizabeth Emeka for our introduction. Yes, Mrs. Elizabeth Emeka, over to you, please. Okay. Is Mrs. Elizabeth ready? Or can we have Engineer Kolapo then?
Yeah, sorry, I think I'm having network issue where I'm sitting. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Apologies for that. So I'm Kolapo Bolade. I said welcome to class. I'm actually going to be taking the health and safety, fire safety management, and
we can
the
hear
business.
You, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you.
He seems he's having a bit of network issue.
My line is breaking. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes,
we
can
hear you. We can hear you.
We can hear you now.
We are hearing you. We are hearing you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I said I will be taking the health, safety, and environment management class, the HSC class. I will be taking the fire safety class, as well as the emergency management and business continuity module. I'm currently working as manager of engineering projects and ESG projects for the #1 tobacco company in the world, British American Tobacco, and we're bringing over 15 years experience both in class and on field, to the table. I think it's the right decision you've made, in terms of your career, in terms of the leap you are actually looking for in giving your career. And I would say that joining us in class is not just something that you should look forward to, but it's something you must participate in. Okay, so at Max-Migold, we're not just talking about the theories or the theoretical aspect. You're actually going to be learning, the practical bits of everything that we do. I know some of us, might have been in health and safety, might have had your neighbors and what have you, but what we're going to bring to class is beyond the qualifications, is beyond the certifications that you've had or you're looking forward to having, but something that you can deploy immediately, to your organization, and of course to improve yourself and get a faster paycheck in wherever you find yourself and in whatever work you are doing. Okay, so I would say welcome again to Max-Migold, and I look forward to personally seeing most of you in the physical class. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Engineer Kolakpo, for that address. Next, I would like to call on Mrs. Elizabeth Emekpa. Are you ready now? Okay, yes, over to you, ma. Okay, while we are waiting for Mrs. Elizabeth Emekpa, I would like to hear from Mr. Owobu Osemudeame. Yes, for his brief introduction. Over to you, Mr. Owobu. Okay, is Mr. Owobu there? Okay, if not, let's hear from Mr. Dari Balogun. Yes, Mr. Dari Balogun can have the floor now.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, good afternoon. Good evening, Mr. Balogun. Yes, we can hear you.
I hope you can see my screen. Oh, sorry. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dare Balogun. Let me start from the beginning. I'm also a product of a Max-Migold Facility Management Mastercraft Diploma. I did it some years ago. And let me tell you, this program accelerated my career faster than every other professional program I've invested in. Because I started my career in construction and decided that, okay, let me go into maintenance and management. And that's how I came across Max-Migold diploma. Right now, I'm currently a certified facility manager after lots of guidance from Max-Migold. So in this program, I am going to be taking sustainability and energy management. And let me tell you, energy management is the most important, one of the most important parts of the facility. If you can take charge of the energy management in your facility up to the highest level, you will be appreciated because it gives significant return to the company. So in this program, we are going to be telling you all you need to know about sustainability, managing resources, looking for alternative ways to get the value you need for your facility. I'm looking forward to meeting every one of you, and I can assure you that this investment you are making in your career is one which you will be thankful you did. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dari Balogun, for that introduction. Mrs. Elizabeth, are you ready to give us your introduction?
Yes, I'm ready. Can you hear me? Is my audio coming in?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so my name is Elizabeth Emekpa, Facility Cluster Manager for Max-Migold. As seen on the profile, I wouldn't go through it, but I will be taking the facility cleaning and hygiene training on this FMMC 23. It's been a beautiful journey relating with every one of you, the past students, and this new set of students that will be coming. It's not just an opportunity, but a golden opportunity to be part of this class. It's a mind-opening. I can say been part of this training, I'd never regretted being part of this training. So I would encourage each and every one of us, let's be happy to learn. Let's be willing to learn with one another. I know some people use what they know to tackle what they don't know, but I assure you, really, that if you have an open mind, you would learn. And when you learn, you would excel. And when you excel, you would never regret paying for the training. So it's going to be a beautiful 3 months for each and every one of us. And I'm really rooting for every one of us for the good things we're going to have together and the good lessons we're going to share with ourselves. All right. Thank you very much, and see you all in class.
All right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Elizabeth Emipa, for that introduction. Quickly, we'd like to hear from Mr. Owobo Semudiame. Mr. Owobo, are you okay? Yes, you can go ahead, sir.
Yes, Barakat, thank you. Good evening, Barakat, and good evening, everyone. My name is Awobo Samudame, or for short. I'll be taking human resource management and case study. As you already would be aware, facility management involves people, and that means that while you're managing facility, you're definitely managing people, and the success of managing a facility or being able to manage a facility successfully implies that you would have to understand what it takes to manage people. This course or this program will be complete if we don't take you through that process of understanding what it takes to manage people. And also, it's also very important that we know that as facility managers, we are people managers. So this course, human resource, is to take you through the process and the elements that you need to know, in terms of managing people while you're managing your facility. On the case study part of it, as facility managers, definitely we're project managers, and I know you would also understand that uh, managing projects or even proposing projects, you have to have a good understanding of what that project is. And more importantly, you need to be able to present that project to stakeholders and those people that need to make a decision as regards that project. So you would need to go through, the class of understanding what case study really is in terms of proposing project to your board of directors or clients or any stakeholders that are involved, and that course will teach you the element of what you need to know and what is the composition of that presentation that you need to put together. It would also take you through how to present, which is very critical, right? And I'm sure is a course that one, you would enjoy, two, you would be happy that you uh, get to go through that class, and finally is something that every day of our life we especially as facility managers, and if you want to also grow in the industry, it's important that you understand what facility management is, and more importantly, you are also able to discuss these things. So this course will take you through putting a PowerPoint presentation together, what the composition should be and how you need to present that. It will take you to everything that you need to know in terms of presentation. I'm sure it's something that definitely you'll be happy that you get to go through this course. So that's it, and I am super excited to be here, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in class. I don't know if the students already did introductions, but of course we'll be meeting in class, and we'll get to also meet ourselves and get to know ourselves. So thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. To you, sir. Let's have your introduction. Thank you. Mr. Odwak, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good evening. Okay, I guess the network glitched today. Good evening, everyone. And also, I want to acknowledge the entire team of Max, the faculty members of the FMMC program. and also our distinguished students, and also those who were invited to also join for this orientation program. My name is Udua Kudo, and I'm also a facility management practitioner. So before I dive into a summary of what the class entail, that is building life cycle management, I would really want to appreciate and encourage everyone with respect to the student, with respect to the commitment they've made. It's first step. At times people will say it's capital intensive because it's much. But most times I always say the invest you get in it is always doubled or tripled over time. It depends on your willingness, your commitment, and your resilience with regards to how you want to develop yourself within the FM space. So it's always good we have that in mind, that it's going to be a rigorous section of 3 months, but we should try to put in all our efforts in it so that we can surely get the value in which we've paid for and grow ourselves. And the more we grow ourselves, the more our organization grow, and the more we dive into opportunities even beyond our capabilities. But with the program, I'm sure we'll really do a lot of great things, and I'll be so glad to see everyone in class. So just a summary of the class session with regards to what will be. It's going to be a discussion. It's going to be a discussion class, just like you've seen it, the facility management master class. So it's a master's class, more like a business class. And a business class is more of real-time scenarios, interactions, issues you have on site, what are the solutions, options of solutions. So you have to choose one that best fits with regards to your processes, which is on site. So that's how the discussion is going to be. That's how the class is going to be. It's going to be interactive on real-time scenarios, real-time sessions of how we can always provide solutions. Stakeholders will be happy with it. Our processes will be seamless, and we'll always get value for whatever financial inputs we put in it. So the course model is building life cycle management. We'll be able to understand the primary goal of a building life cycle management. We'll be able to see benefits we'll get from it, because of our times, most times they'll say facility management is all about building. But from this course, we're able to see that it is more than buildings alone. FM is the integration of the building space, as the place, the people, the process, and technology. And the way the world is digitalizing day by day, technology is becoming almost in every aspect of the industry. So we were able to see how our building life cycle could be well managed. We're able to understand life cycle costs. Most times we just procure assets on our site and we don't really understand the value that asset is giving to us. We're able to know the complete overall ownership of that asset, right from purchase to when we'll dispose them. So you have to be thinking, this asset, should I dispose it in a matter of replacing it, or just need for me to still repair it? So we'll be seeing calculations on how we can really understand the life cycle cost. So we're going to see an example of calculating life cycle cost analysis with regards to if an asset is probably in use for 5, 6, 10 years, and this is the cost of maintenance over this period of time. Should there be need for me to replace or continue to repair it, or to upgrade the system? So these are part of the things we'll be looking at. And one important thing that helps a building sustain over time, which is sustainability, is part of the competencies, our operations and maintenance. How do we operate our assets on site? How do we maintain? What programs are available? What plans do we initiate? We're looking at different maintenance plans. I know we are used to predict, plan preventive, we are used to reactive. We've seen other kind of maintenance, that's the corrective based, the predictive, which are we going to implement on our site, on our facility, for us to get the value of increasing the lifespan of that asset, which covers a building life cycle. Because I'll talk about building systems. What does building system entail? What are really the building systems? The HVAC, the electrical appliances, the generator system, the mechanical, the plumbing. We have an overview of how can we manage our facility for it to be up and running, zero downtime, uptime all the time. So these are what we'll be looking at, and be able to see benefits in which we'll be able to consider a cost-benefit analysis. So is it cost to benefits or cost to loss? So these are the real-time case scenario we'll be looking at, and it's going to be well packed for us to really enjoy. There'll be illustrative experiences, there'll be graphics, illustration, just for us to really understand that cost. And in conclusion, the entirety of the program gives us the opportunity for us to dive into real-time scenarios, for us to ask questions, for us to kind of mentor our paths to greatness. And that is really very important, because it's not about just acquiring this knowledge, it's not about just practicing it, but how can we grow? How can we be productive? How can we be different from those facilities managers out there? So these are the things we'll be looking at, and I'm sure that we'll surely get the very best out of it. And once again, I really want to welcome everyone. It's a great privilege for me to be part of the faculty team, and also a great privilege too for us to rally around, for us to see how we can improve the built industry in respect to facilities management. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Odwak, for that explicit introduction. I think we would like to wrap this introduction up in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So quickly, I would like to call on Mr. Chinedu Pocha, and then Engineer Faith Ekiyoyo can as well get ready for introduction. We just have 3 minutes to wrap this session up. Thank you. Yeah, over to you, Mr. Chinedu.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. I guess my video is on too, right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. So my name is Chinedu, just like you're seeing on the slide, and I'll be taking us on regulatory requirements and building codes. Now, if you talk about just briefly, we are facility managers and we'll be managing facilities. Now, how are we even sure that the facility we are managing is in line with the regulatory and legal requirements? Is it even in line with the zoning code? So these are the aspects that we will be coming in to let us know that the facility we are managing, people that are living in it, and then the rest you have, what we are doing is appropriate and it's right. Because first of all, in a built environment, we have zoning and we have regulatory requirements guiding where your building is located and if it is supposed to be located around that area. So we'll delve into this in details in class. Then about the course itself, like I have always encouraged people to take a part in facility management. Some time ago, I was having a conversation with someone and we were looking at comparing the Nigerian built environment and the Dubai built environment. And I was telling people that we need more facility managers than we need tech engineers. Because in the space of 10 to 20 years, if Nigeria start looking like Dubai, who will manage these things? Humans will manage them. So we need more hands in facility management. So this is the right place for you. You haven't made the wrong choice. You're actually being proactive and futuristic by choosing to do facility management. So, and Max-Migold obviously is the right step in the right direction. So everyone, we'll see in class and we'll discuss every other thing in details. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu, for that introduction. Next, I would like to have Engineer Faith Ekiyoyo for introduction. Thank you.
Right. Good evening, everyone. Please, my audio good?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Engineer Faith Ekiyoyo. I'm a registered engineer with Korean. I will be guiding us through the course customer service and stakeholder communication. So because of time, I won't be saying much. I know we'll definitely see in class. I would run through important things concerning stakeholders communication and also customer service, because we know that effective communication is really key and the backbone of facility management. And this will actually ensure that we have smooth operations, have strong stakeholder relationship, and also high quality service. So whether we are engaging with clients, employees, vendors, or anyone around our spaces, the ability for us to actually listen and communicate clearly is key to us having success eventually. In addition to that, we'll be learning customer service, which is actually the foundation of a well-functioning facility. We'll also learn how to understand customer needs, how to manage expectations, how to handle complaints, conflicts, and most importantly, how to utilize feedback for continuous improvement. Just like the MD, Mr. Paul mentioned earlier, while we needed feedback for this particular class, we also need to utilize feedback mechanism in our various facilities. So by the end of this module, we'll actually be equipped with advanced communication techniques and customer service strategies that would enable us build trust and enhance our service quality. I know we are actually in the right place. We've made no mistake during this batch this year. I hope and look forward to meeting you all in class. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Engineer Kiyoya, for that introduction. Okay, I'm not sure Engineer Animashan is on this call. Okay, so in the absence of few of the faculty members, I think we'll just quickly wrap it up with the.
Can you ask if any faculty member is here that have not spoken? It's possible.
Okay. I'm not sure there's any. I've picked my list here. I think it's just
okay. Go ahead then.
Okay. At this junction, I think we can just conclude briefly with the FM Mastercraft program in proper. Okay, I think majority of this has already been discussed, but I'll just take us through key items that we need to know as far as the program is concerned. I think we have less than 30 minutes to wrap up this session. Okay. Okay. So the Facility Management Mastercraft Diploma Program is a professional training and interactive learning designed for facility managers. This training will equip you with the latest industry knowledge, the technical skills and tools and templates that you need to excel as a facility management professional. This program will also give you opportunity to gain the skills for you to be able to secure top-paying FM jobs and even contract in facilities management. Okay, somebody is asking a question. Any courses for FM technology, software, and FM operations? Yes, sure. We'll be having, I think one of the faculty member for this is currently not on the call. Okay, that's Edmond Duke asking this question. For students who have already received the training schedule, they will see clearly that the FM technology has been well highlighted in this list of courses we'll be undergoing. I'm so sorry the faculty member for this course is not on the call at the moment, Mr. Edmond. So rest assured, FM technology softwares will be catered for, as well as operations in the program, in the course of this program. So we'll move on. So we said already, the FM Mastercraft program is a 6 to 9 month program, of which 3 months has been dedicated for intensive training in facilities management. This training entails both practical and theoretical aspects of facilities management. We are not just going to be training you purely on theory aspects. We as well will go out of the classroom to experience facility management practicals in real-time scenarios. So be rest assured that for anyone who does not have prior knowledge in facilities management, this is the best training that would provide you with the adequate knowledge to excel in that field. I also need to let you know that if you are still doubting, or if you are still thinking why you should take this program, I need to let you know that this program would provide you with essential industry skills that you need as a facility manager. I can also assure you that at the end of this program, you'll be able to start your own profitable FM business, and you can be rest assured to start that accordingly. Also, you receive a nationally recognized FM certificate, and that can, open opportunities for you. In the past, or currently as I speak, we've had some of our students who come to tell us that just at the main mention of Max-Migold, they are being offered job opportunities. So this is with the fact that students who have gone through this program are excelling well in the various fields of facilities management. Also, this program is for anyone who is trying to transit from any career to facility management. In the past, we've had somebody from the medical background switch into facilities management, this is the right training you need to equip you properly with the right knowledge and information. Also, if you're trying to advance your career in FM, you need to go through training so that you can contribute strategically to your company's growth. Students, after undergoing this program, come back to give testimonials on how this training has impacted them, how they've been able to give strategic suggestions to the management, and how this has really impacted the company's growth. So be rest assured, if you're open to learning, this is the right place for you to get all that you're looking forward to in facilities management. Okay. For the course modules, you'll be undergoing 32 course modules. I don't know what's happening to my slide here. You'll be undergoing 32 course modules, which have been highlighted in the training schedule sent to you as part of your onboarding document. You'll be undergoing the FM Foundation course, human resource management, business case presentation, facility maintenance strategies, even strategic facility planning, quality management, customer service, electrical maintenance, plumbing maintenance, AC maintenance, even as well as FM technology that Mr. Duke asked of. This FM technology will also be complemented with a live FM. Sorry, is my audio clear? I don't know, somebody's saying you can't hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you clearly. Thank you.
Please go ahead. Can hear you.
It's clear.
All right, thank you very much. So even as well as financial management, budgeting and planning, a whole lot of courses that FMs need to succeed in their chosen path. So be rest assured that this training would give you all that it is that you're looking for in facilities management. Okay, the training methodology, this has already been discussed earlier. Students will have access to both practical and theoretical classes in facilities management. Internships will be available for those who are new to facilities management and are trying to acquire the practical skills in FM. I need to also let you know that our facilitators are experienced FM professionals. Some are also university academicians. So you can be rest assured that you are learning or you're getting experience from the best of faculty members. Okay, and that's that about training methodology. For the course duration and schedule, we mentioned earlier that it's a 6 to 9 month program, being that 3 months has been dedicated intensively for the classroom learning. So you'll be in class for 3 months consecutively, learning both practical and theoretical areas of facilities management. And then after these 3 months, you embark on a post-classroom activity, which is the project work that can take you minimum 1 month, then maximum 6 months, depending on your pace, the pace in which you want to work on the project. For those who are new to facility management, we've had students who are just coming into facility management as a novice. This training is the guidance that you need. This is the backbone that you need to make you fit in well into the facility management industry. So as well, we offer internship opportunities for students who are new to FM so that you can acquire the practical skills that you need. The internship would commence after the 3-month program, usually 3 to 6 month internship, on when you can actually have the project, you can run your project concurrently while you are doing the internship. Okay, the internship would actually give you that exposure that you need as a facility management professional. I also need to emphasize, because I had one of the students asking what the schedule is like. For the virtual classes would hold on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the evening. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the evening. While for physical classes, it holds on Saturdays at our training center, University of Lagos, from 10 a.m. in the morning to 4 p.m. The MD mentioned earlier that physical class students have opportunities to attend virtual classes, but virtual classes don't have this opportunity. The only instance we'll have the virtual classes come physical is during the practical sessions, where we'll have a combined session of both virtual and physical coming in person to the practical location or any of the module we'll be having. Okay, the outcome of this training, I think majority of our faculty members have emphasized on this earlier. Be rest assured that you are in safe hands. Whatever it is you're looking for regarding facility management, you're definitely going to get it in Max-Migold. We'll give you practicals, templates, and tools that you can work with as a facility management professional. I need to also let you know that for our certificates, I listed a few of the accreditors for the certification here, which one is the OCTAN, that's the Oil and Gas Trainers Association of Nigeria. We have the NCDMB, that's the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board. Also by the federal government, the Center for Management Development, as well as the Nigerian Institute of Training and Development. Also, we have been endorsed by the Standard Organization of Nigeria, as the SON, on this certification as well. Also, for every student who goes through this program, they are being inducted or they are automatically inducted as FM professionals, and they can as such join the largest FM growing body now, which is the AFMPN, Association of Facility Management Practitioners, of which you'll be paying, some annual dues and the likes, and contributing, benefiting as well in terms of facilities management. Okay, the code of conduct, I think is also very important that we let you know the code of conduct abiding the training center. We expect that learners and staff are treated with respect at all times. Should also respect the privacy of other learners we meet in classes. Also need to respect, yes, people's opinion and allow their expression. During the physical class sessions, we encourage that you switch off your mobile phones or you put them on silent. Should in case you're not going to be able to attend any of the class sessions, it's very important that you inform or you notify the training center. If there are any difficulties or any challenges at any point in time during the program, please feel free to always reach out to our support team, which you also get to know at the end of the program. Yes. Okay, I think we have also emphasized much on this practical session because we believe that FM is not just going to be all about theory. We need to see some of these things in real life scenarios. We need to be able to connect the dots. So that's why we prioritize our practical sessions. So as for students, even for the virtual class people, you can come in person to relate to your class members and even get to see the faculty members one-on-one, and should in case you have questions. In fact, one of the students has not told me that this program actually gave her the opportunity to get a consultation free of charge. Something she would have gotten at a very expensive rate, but for the fact that she was in this program, she had the opportunity to, consult with one of the faculty members, and she got the solution just right at her fingertips. So be rest assured that whatever it is you're looking for in facilities management, if you're having issues, challenges in your workplace, this is the right place. You can bring them and would provide the best solutions on how to address it. Okay, this assessment and assignment. I think I mentioned earlier that this training is a formal training. It's not just a random training that you do 2 days, 3 days, and you earn a certificate. It's a training that we have crafted for FM professionals so that they can become a better version of themselves. We want you to change the narrative of FM in Nigeria, and that's why this training has been well detailed for you to undergo. I mentioned earlier that for each of the 32 modules we'll be undergoing in this program, assessment and assignments have been assigned to each of these modules. We've had students who say, it's been a while I went to school, I can't even remember how to do something. So this training would actually bring it back to that setting. You need to be in for it because you'll be having classes as though you are in real time school setting. You'll be doing your assignments or assessments as required and also submitting for feedbacks. So for the assignment and assessment, they are very, very critical for this program because at the end of the day, they will also accumulate for your overall aggregate score, which will determine if you'll be earning a distinction certificate, a merit certificate, or a pass certificate. So whatever effort you are putting into this program, you need to be assured that you will definitely see the outcome at the end of the day. So don't handle it as though it's something that doesn't really matter. Although we've had MD and CEOs of companies come to this program and they say, you know what, I'm not in for the assignment and assessment. I'm just here for the knowledge. It's fine. But for students or for participants who are still trying to acquire these professional certifications, it is required that you give it all that is required so that you can come out in flying colors. Okay. So for the assignment and assessment, they are supposed to be done after each class sessions, but submission is on or before the next class. I mentioned earlier already that if, for instance, there's a class for Wednesday, assessment for that particular Wednesday class is due for submission on or before Friday. Okay, on or before Friday. So the reason being that because if you decide to start piling up this assessment, trust me, before the 3-month program, you will not be able to meet up in submitting all of this assessment. But the only way you can keep up with the pace is submitting each assessment as at when due. And I need to let you know that for prompt submission, marks have been allocated for prompt submission. So I think these are areas you should, speed up to regarding the assessment and assignment. Okay. Okay, the examination, I think that has been mentioned earlier. The exam comes after the 3-month intensive program. It's a CBT multiple choice question of 300 questions. Yes, they are just basically 300 questions that have been randomly selected from all the course modules. So examination is also another way we can assess participants' engagement during the session. So you need to fully be engaged during the class sessions because most of what you'll be seeing in your exam are practically what are being taught in class or what you have in your course material. The exam is a 300 question, multiple choice questions. The required pass mark is actually 225 out of 300. However, students with weak pass of 200, so it means if you score 200 and you've done your assignment and assessment, you are good to go. So you see the importance of your assignment here. So even if you don't score up to the 225, the 200 is a good one for you. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to scare you at this point, but it's just, after the program, you definitely see the difference this training has impacted before you came in. So just give it all that it takes for the 3 months while you'll be in class with us. Okay, the project, I think the MD mentioned as well about the project. It's a 6 project topic that have been listed on my slide here. And each of these 6 projects are also key topics that will be discussed while you are in class. So while you are in class, all of these topics will be treated, but it is very important that as a facility manager, you are able to carry out this project and document the necessary information for your organization. Most facility managers in Nigeria today to speak, some comes to this training and they tell you, I don't even know what an asset register looks like. We are trying to change the narrative of FM in Nigeria and beyond. And as such, FMs that come into this program should be able to impact value into the organization. In fact, students come to let us know how conducting this project has brought them recommendation from their bosses. So I'm sure yours will not be an exception. You need to diligently carry out all these 6 projects. These are 6 projects that would impact, the documentation affairs of the organization in terms of facilities management. Okay, we'll also talk about these projects more when we get to class, but it's just to let you know ahead of time that you'll be carrying out a 6 project topic real time. So it's not an abstract project like we do. It's a real-time project that you need to carry out on a facility. Okay, the internship, we mentioned that earlier. Internship is for those students who are unemployed, yes. So students who are unemployed and are trying to transit to facility management can go on a 3 to 6 month internship program where they can learn and develop the project on the job. So most times our interns, after the internship program, eventually gets opportunity as full-time employment. So the internship is also to create an avenue for you to learn as well, absorb you into the full-time employment. The grading, I think I just quickly need to wrap this up. For the grading, our grading point is on a 200 base mark, of which this 200 is divided into two. So we have the first 100 and the second 100. For the very first 100, the attendance in class sessions weighs 10%. So if you're able to attend your classes all through the 3 months, you can be assured of earning yourself a perfect 10% mark. Also, your assessment and assignment weighs 30%. Then the examination at the end of the day weighs 60%. Okay. Then the other 100 has been allocated for the project. As the project also carries another 100% before the overall aggregate score is being calculated. Okay, also just to clarify on the certificate requirement, because it's very good that we prepare your mind ahead of the task. For the certificates, we have 3 categories of certificates for the diploma certificates. We have the diploma with distinction, diploma with merit, as well as diploma with pass. Usually, I encourage students to always aim for a diploma with distinction. Reason being that if you're not able to meet up with distinction, you will fall in between merit. Okay, so but each of these categories have their requirements, and it is only through the efforts you must have put before you can acquire this. I need to also emphasize that upon completion of this program, meeting up with this requirement for the FM program, participants will be eligible to add the FMD credential as a suffix to their name. So if your name is Ada Obi, having met all of the criteria for this program, you'll be deemed fit to add FMD as a suffix to your name. So for the diploma with distinction, you must have passed the exam in 225. Your assessment and assignment intact with 75%. Then your attendance 7.5 out of 10. And your total project score as well, 75%. But for the merit, there's a slight change. You must have passed your assessment and assignment with 55%. And as well, 5.5 in your attendance and 55% in your total project score. Okay, so also we have the certificate of training. The certificate of training is going to be issued after the 3-month program for students who have passed the exam, submitted the assessment, attended classes, but did not want to do the project. I mentioned earlier that when we have top MDs of some companies come to this program, we don't go through some of these activities, because reason being that they are just they are here for the knowledge, not the certificate, right? But certificate of training just require that you pass your exam, do your assessment, and you attend classes as required, but you do not need to do the project. So you earn the certificate of training. But however, I need to also let you know that the FMD credential, the FMD certificate supersede any other certification right here, right? So you need to also have this information. For the certificate of attendance, it's just for students who did not meet up with the required pass mark, but they did part of the assessment and as well attended classes. They will issue certificate of attendance. For students who do not complete the program within 24 months, that's 2 years from date of registration, will be delisted from the program. Okay,
and they can get readmitted for a fee. This year, the fee is going to be 50,000 to be readmitted if you did not finish your program in 24 months. And the exam retake fee is 10,000. So just make note of that so that you don't play the first chance you get. We have to clarify that the FM diploma is the FM diploma. If you get any other certificates that is below a distinction or a merit, every other one, certificate of training, certificate of attendance or participation, whatever the certificate is called, you cannot have the designation. You cannot put that on your profile to say, I have finished the FM diploma. That's just a training. So we need to be clear about that. Please go on, Barakat.
Okay, I think. Okay.
This is very important. This is very important. As you are joining the class, you need to know that you have an alumni body. To join the alumni body, it's 20,000, and then there is 10,000 annual, renewal fee. I think the alumni did 5,000 for those who are in the current alumni, but as you are coming in, you pay your 20,000, but subsequent years is 10,000. The graduation ceremony that takes place every early December. Everybody that are in this class right now, class 23, class 24, should be able to complete their projects in time for that graduation. And so you pay a 30K graduation fee. It's important that you know that upfront so that you don't struggle with it at the end of the program. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you very much, sir. I think at this junction, I would like to have your questions or feedback regarding session so far.
Please, I want to ask.
Can we please be organized? 1 second. If you have a question, use the Zoom app to raise your hand. We are many in this class. It could be a bit rowdy if we allow somebody to just start talking without being recognized to speak.
Okay, I think that was Mrs. Okoye. You can go ahead with your question, please. Mrs. Chinyere.
Sorry, sir. I'm looking for where to raise my hand. I can't find it. I'm sorry, sir, for badging on you. I'm sorry. We will learn. I'm just asking that you were talking about those payments and the rest. If you do that 20,000 this year, at the start of the class, do you still need to pay the 10,000 naira, the other 10,000?
That's for next year. That's for next year. That's renewal.
Okay. So this year basically is just 50K.
20,000. Yeah, 50K. That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I think it's 6:58. We'll wrap it up. More questions you can ask in your group. Next class on Wednesday is another opportunity to ask questions. We will be having, a few minutes of conversation before the virtual class starts, and then a few minutes of conversations at the end of the virtual classes. So the main presentation of each of the presenters or faculty members is going to be 90 minutes. So that's the structure. Prepare questions, work tasks that you have, issues you have at work, things you learned from the last class, how you've applied them. We'll have 15 minutes conversation in the beginning of the class and 15 minutes at the end, so that we allow the teachers, the facilitators to teach for 90 minutes. So, Baraka, we can wrap up. I think that was it for today. Somebody asked if we can have all the details documented and shared on the WhatsApp group. Each of you have received onboarding documents that includes all of this instruction, including this presentation slide. If it's not been sent, to be sent to you. They will also be available in your learning management system. We want to discourage emailing attachments or putting things on the group. So please look at your LMS, look at your email and respond. If you've not filled your onboarding documentation, especially the agreement you need to send back, you will not have access to the portal. It's not possible for us to grant you access if you've not documented your registration. So please sign the necessary documents and send them back in so you can have access. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Do have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. See you on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you, Barakat.
Bye.
All right,
Thank
you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you.